First and foremost, I want to give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Rakakwadash. We see them on the apostles and elders, agreements from well, and salutations to the Akim outside the pushing down our children, say the Dean and the out. Continue the season we say Shalom. Now, once again, going to some the news here about the coronavirus, keeping up to date. The scriptures say, take heed, and watch. And right, so that is what we're doing. And we see as the days continue, we see the prophecies playing out. But touching on this coronavirus thing, this Italy have it bad. They had 368 deaths in 24 hours. That ain't no easy thing. That heavy. That plenty deaths, right? I know the things about this are the Lord doing it. And they can see the rest of the news here. It says Somalia, Tanzania confirmed first coronavirus cases. Catalan leader tests positive for coronavirus. That is Spain. US slashes interest rates as states go into lockdown. Right? I was reading an article today that even the market, let me see. I find by the article that let's see if it said the stock market crash. Right? I was not reading that there. So you can see how bad it is at the moment. And one of the things is still that we have in Trinidad here, we have four cases of reported this week here about the coronavirus. This is something too that even the Jakes down here, we think everything is still a joke, everything is still a game, a play, and as there is the Lord go and judge the soul place. Some of them go in and get caught up in it. Son? Scripture says some of them made for death, right? And we're seeing this death and destruction that is taking place. And one of the scriptures that come to my mind with all these deaths and murders is that Ecclesiastes chapter 12, right? And I'll read it. This is the Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 1. It says, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them." So remember the Creator in the days of youth, while the evil days come not. And this is the evil days. Right now, if you see how much of them posting scriptures, posting Bible verses, and how the Lord go deal with us for true judgment, and all of a sudden now they know this. Them know the scriptures. They know the Lord coming to. That is how the Lord want to plead with the flesh through plagues, through this. But the days before there was lying and grinding. They're still doing it within. They're still doing it within the virus situation. But it say, "Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not." Though, remember that when you should remember the Lord, when the evil days come not, when everything good with you, when things good. But now that virus, people dying all over the world, bodies dropping, now they want to uphold the words of the Lord, now they want to post scriptures, now they want to know about all the Bible, I said, "Nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain." Right? So So do only know the Lord when the evil days come. Know the Lord all the days. That only the evil days. You understand? Right? And that's the thing. That will go the most majority of the people. That in this time in here, this is the only time that they know about the Lord. They know about the things the Lord coming to do. Somebody the Lord already had things set out, playing out. You all just go and fall right into it, because you know what? Plenty of you all heard us preach on the streets. Plenty of you all watch videos, scoff, laugh. Right? Now you're seeing it playing off, and that is the scripture saying that is when they're going to know a prophet was amongst them. Right? Right? And they go know that prophet was amongst them, because all the things you're speaking, you see it happening. We talking about the stock market crashing, this virus. We also seeing where countries already going into the war level, right? Hey, we seen the uproars because the virus now causing uproars. Certain states uproaring. We were seeing the Greek and Turkish border. We were seeing. I think it was not the Greek. I think it was the Syrian and Turkish border where it had that clash recently. I could be wrong on the countries, but it was Turkey and some country, right? We've seen the uproars there, right? And it's the thing, we're supposed to be what? Fear the Lord. We're supposed to fear the Lord, keep His words, because during all this stuff, all this chaos, wait does the scripture say going to be our stability, our time? This word, and I'll bring out that scripture. This is Isaiah chapter 33 verse 6. It says, "And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is His treasure." So yeah, fear in the Lord, you will know that it's the Lord bringing these things, and hey, you know what? We had to turn back to this word. But plenty of these jakes just posting scriptures, just doing this because it's a trend. They're doing it for likes. So those same likes is what going to make it get destroyed. Those same thing you're looking for, that vanity, is what going to make it get destroyed. And I said, the scripture say, well, remember the Lord while the evil days come not, right? Right? Now they want to call upon the Lord. Now they want to seek and you're on to find. Nah. It says, remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Right? Where was doing all the time when things was good? It wasn't even the Lord. God was the last thing on your mind. Now that you're seeing 368 deaths per day in a 24-hour period, you're seeing states lockdown, state of emergency, all these things, lack of food, lack of water, certain places want to cut current, jobs on the people being laid off. So this place is being what? Judged. And judged what? Heavily. Right? And it was written to happen. It was foretold these things is what going to come. To keep thinking, keep playing, thinking it was a game. You want to end up on that. Alright? So this as I say, seeing the stock markets, all these things crashing. The scripture say what? The mirth of the land is gone. That Isaiah 24. And he's seeing how the mirth is leaving this place. Because what everybody's saying now is that what? Is that I thought come to my mind and I just forget so everybody's saying we're going to 2020 wow, this year start it's what we know this year, what happening is because the mirth being decreased, right? The mirth is decreasing, the happiness, that joy they had doing the shit they do is decreasing. We are the last, and the scripture already written the things that are going to be take place in the last, right? Right, you're seeing it. But and there is a good sign for us, for the man of the Lord, because hey, we know we were seeing these things, seeing these things happening. We know the Lord the Lord coming back. Right? Right? Hey. All these things, hey, and the thing about it is that the scriptures say it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. The destruction, these things that happen, and it's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. All these troubles, all these things that's happening, The Lord in plain. That is why we teach that they are supposed to do what? Fear the Lord. You understand? That is scripture say, when we terror the Lord, we do what? We persuade men. We persuade men. What this was your judgment? 368 deaths in 24 hours. You know what kind of judgment is that? You know, like Jake, these Israelites also there, these tutors really feel it's a game. You know, and they really feel it's a joke. They really think everything is a kicks and a laugh, you know. This is Matthew 24. I'll read from verse 78. It says, For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. There shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are beginning of sorrows. Before I continue, I just want to say, you know, if you hear any noise in the background, there's a little work being done, you know, but hey, the Lord words that come out, you know. So it says, For nation shall rise against nation, kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are beginning of sorrows. So as I was saying before, you know, this is just the beginning. This death, these things that you're seeing, all this is just the beginning. It's going to have worse. You understand? Because they're talking about a month shutdown, you know, which will eventually lead to what? An economy crisis. The people who can't pay for rents, the people who can't do this, it only had certain countries that actually that say, here we're going on. By the time we lock down, you all pays no rent, no light bill, nothing. But it are other countries are not going to do that. The shutdowns, you have to find money to pay them for the rent, for the light, for the water, whatever it is. So that it's like there's sorrows, you know. So the things we see is pain. These things are going to come to this plane as well. Sorrow is pain. They say all these are the beginning of sorrows. Hey, it had earthquakes, and I need all this. It had people that feed earthquakes with this coronavirus, with this war going on. You know, all these things happening. So the Lord in plain, we are the end. You know, everything is working at period of time. everything is just time, right? What scripture they like to read? This is Jeremiah 11, verse 11. It said, Therefore thus said the Lord, Behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape, and though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. So yeah, so this way saying the Lord bringing what? Evil upon them, especially this is going to those Israelites. You know, because at the end of the day, Italy is full of Jakes as well. If you go into the history and the background of it, you'll know that the Israelite bloodline flow heavily in Italy. You know. So Jeremiah 11:11 say what? Therefore thus said the Lord, Behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape, and though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them. So you Jakes have, you know, around the world, you all feeling it. You know, you're feeling it. Because the stock market crashed, matter of fact. The last report I now get is that it crashed. Right? Hey. And the Lord say what? The Lord say in this Jeremiah 11:11, he say what? I will bring evil upon them. This is evil. And that was you bringing upon you on. And this is just as the Matthew say, this is the beginning. That was to come. You know, that was to come. You don't know if this virus could eventually go into a different strain, a worse strain, you know, a worse strain. People talking about the apocalypse and all these things, and you know, just to say, you know, me and our brother was talking. It's me and our brother, bless me and someone was talking, and what he said was that the doomsday preppers, they must be laughing right now, you know. And that's serious thing, because at the end of the day, they were preparing for something. They were preparing for something to happen, and people laugh at them. It's the same way with us. We know, we teach and we preach that, you know, certain things going to happen, certain things going to take place, and they laugh. People they laugh. You know, what are you talking about? This place going, you know, and we're seeing it. You're seeing it, you know. Hey. And things, the judgment of the Lord so different is that the Lord, all around the world, it's happening all around the world. as I say in Trinidad here, we have 4 cases. You know, we had one the other day. Now it's into 4 within a 2-day period. And hey, we don't small. We're a small island, and that people, these jigs on here, they're still lying, they're still grinding, and it's spreading. And from what I hear is that the government actually lying on the number, and it actually worse. You understand? But that is just the judgment and go and take place. You know? Hey, so with that, again, we give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakodash. We see them on the apostles and elders of great mercy and well. And salutations to the Akim, pushing wood and our truth and say, Dean and the out. You know, constantly in season or season, we say, Shalom.